product development is goes uh, minimum to maximum level, what will be the constant period? After that, reliability, ability to sustain the things for long time for the particular component, this also we have seen. After that, the reliability controls the parameters which we have discussed already. What are the parameters and how it can be managed? Then economics point of view, I told you about micro and macro economics. So basically economic things are related with the product inputs as like electricity, land, space availability, and the water supply. So these are the things which we'll have to consider in economics. So short term, intermediate and long term. So as per your product development plan, we are going to decide these things. Now the concept of scarcity. So basically while developing new product, there will be the chances of the scarcity. So what will happen, what should not be happen, so that take care will have to do from the market survey. That also we have seen. The difference, as I told you, the microeconomics is related with the individual part, individual product. Suppose in a company, so whole product, number of products we don't consider in microeconomics. So individual product and their addition, it will get the microeconomics. In case of the macroeconomics, overall things related to the industry, related to the development of the product, we'll have to consider. Now this is just basic things. We have seen the budget and interest and inflation, what will be the infrastructure. These two methods we have seen, dynamic and static. After that, cost benefit ratio of course matters here. Then we went for the break-even analysis. So I have started, I think, next lecture for break-even analysis. So basically break-even analysis means at a point where a loss is reduced and profit will start. So this graph I explained in last lecture. This P point is related with the break-even
Sir,
point.
sir, have
Bola.
you shared your screen?
Uh, just wait. I forgot.
Okay.
Okay. म्हणून मी स्क्रीन बघूनच मी पुढे सांगत होतो बरं का. बरं झालं
Okay.
सांगितलं. ठीक आहे. नाव इज इट विजिबल?
Yeah, yeah. Now it is visible.
Okay. Now in break-even analysis, we have seen it is the point where profit gets started. So for that, I have given the curve. The basic three parameters are there: fixed cost, variable cost, volume of input, and price. This already I taught. I'll share this screen also, share this PPT also in a group. Now here the break-even analysis means the point P beyond which will get the profit and below that will get the loss. So designer or developer should know what should be the limit of this break-even point. So for that I have given one example. I'll quote here: limitation benefits I have explained. So I have given the example, the cost of $1. Suppose one burger is made for $1 and the variable cost is in the market point of view 2.80. So it means almost $1.80 get the profit. And if I sell the 1,000 of this 1 lakh, if I want to profit of $1 lakh, so in that case I will have to fix the P value. So how I can fix? This will be the formula. X is equal to F means fixed, divided by P means profit, minus variable cost. So that will be, X value is 55,555. It means that break-even point of that particular product is 55,000. म्हणजे काय? Beyond 55,555, I'll start the profit. So developer should know minimum I will have to develop this number of burgers in this case. Okay. So another example also I have quoted. I'll share the screen, share this PPT also. So here also I had explained. I think Pratiksha was there in this lecture. And economic analysis, in this case again the same part: short term, intermediate and medium, and micro and macro economics is considered over here. Now after that, these are the factor: physical, time related, financial. So it means that basic things I'll tell you. In any product development or any new product development case, only engineers are not there. There is a account department, there is a proper quality department. So all departments are there which are needful. So the constraint is that the financial department should include there. Then and then we'll get the actual financial or economic analysis from their payment point of view, from their surplus charges point of view. So record should not keep by the engineers. So there is a financial department. Now I had discussed about the FAST method. It is related to the function analysis system techniques. So it means that within a less time we'll have to do these things. We'll have to make the function. We'll have to decide the function. We'll have to make the analysis, and we'll have to start the procedure for completion or implementation. So that's it. This is about this is the basic about the fast analysis. It will not spend a lot much time. Suppose I am developing the product, and I had after planning I have decided after 5 years I'm going to launch this. So it is not that much good or that much sellable, correct? So fast method means we'll have to understand the need of upcoming future. Right now we can take the example electrical vehicles. So right now electrical vehicles are in the market, but electrical stations are not there as like petrol diesel. So that stations structure are going on, and it will again require 2 3 years. So likewise it will work. So fast analysis gives idea whatever you are going to develop, that should develop within a less time in a appropriate, rather good quality. So here the WH question comes while deciding this: why, when, what, where, and how, and so on. So that designer should ask while designing the things of the new product, and after that he will decide what to do. So I have explained thoroughly the benefits. I have explained. So we can identify the missing function. Missing function means previously develop the things, and now I am going to develop the things. So the gap in between that I will have to consider the missing function. And see this. These are the somewhat benefits I had explained. Now how to create a fast diagram? Of course we have to consider the answer for WH question, that is called as a fast diagram. That's it. Now the steps in fast diagram. So various steps are there. It will start from the inventory stock to input stock, then for from the basic level, and then it will start to up to development level. Now this is I have given one example related to mouse trap. So every time it is not possible, this is just an example. Every time it is not possible that we can trap a mouse by hand or by some method. So here some development, the spring arrangement is there. Whenever someone come there due to the vibration, then that spring helps to compress, and through which it can capture the mouse here. So how it can be developed and what things they have considered. So they have mentioned over in this block diagram. So this we called as a fast method. So in general we can say if we trap the mouse many times, it will require more time. So instead of that we can trap this by this way also. So this is just an example. So you can take this example for any development of the product also, and we'll have to compare the previous product development span and current development span. That is also fruitful things while using fast method. After that, the gathering information is very important. The fast method is not like that we have decided that we'll have to do within a less time and we are going to do directly. It is not possible. There are the lot many resources, lot many things are there. As like a market study is one of the important thing. In this market study we'll have to consider the requirement. Understood? The requirement is very important. So according to that we'll have to do. So as I given this example also, suppose in this corona pandemic mask was established. So right now it is not that case that mask was not used. So many doctor or nurses in hospitals, the mask use is mandatory, but right now it is mandatory to all. So the inventor or the whoever be the developer or product development, in that case he has decided the things, and accordingly he will have to search the things, and he has developed the mask and he gained the profit also. It is not like that the mask developers or mask developer is recently developed. No, they can while developing a new type of the mask, they have to done the research. You can see the pandemic situation has been started in last year. So in that case we have used the cloth type mask. Right now various types of the mask are there, various types. So there is a variety. So that will be the developer point of view. And it can be decided by the things. N95 is mask is available, some logos are available for branded mask and all these things, correct? So likewise thing, right now we are using two masks. So this is again a development point of view. So it means that my intention was the scenario, or for developing the things, scenario get changed, and the developer or designer should adopt this change, or else it will not help to sell the things, correct? So here I have mentioned few information gathering tools. You are having Facebook, Twitter, someone have write blogs, LinkedIn. So these kind of the things are there through which we can get the inputs. Now this will be the customer survey, very important because what customer wants. Every customer cannot wear N95 mask, correct? Or every customer cannot purchase Mercedes Benz, every person. So it depends. So that's why customer surveys matter, and according to that, we'll have to focus on the particular people target group, and through which we'll have to sell the things. Now these are the customer visits and all that. Suppose my company is there, and how I can judge my company? If you ask your company's engineer, suppose production engineer, so he will tell you the work is going on, and work is going smoothly, and we are outstanding, sir. So it is not like that. We'll have to use the customer visits, the standard customers, those who are working in that field, and we'll have to take the feedback and work accordingly. So that should be the comes under fast analysis. Now after that, I have discussed about the feasibility. It is nothing but the process of the development, whether it should feasible to the customer or not. So that should be the feasibility, correct? So every time lathe machine I will not use, or suppose the various operation I will have to perform on a lathe, but unfortunately only one operation we can perform on a lathe. So that's why we'll have to, suppose number of operation I will have to do. So I will have to purchase 10 lathe machine for 10 operation. So instead of that, go for CNC, go for VMC. So likewise, feasibility is there as per the requirement. So I have discussed this benefits and all that. The common things are there. In our syllabus, they have mentioned the technical feasibility. In the technical feasibility, they have mentioned how the technological point of view you can decide the feasibility. Suppose someone develop the mechanism. In case of the theory of machine lab, student approach, or student point of view, or institute point of view. So technical feasibility is that that product should be workable, correct? Though it will not give the output, but it should be the workable, because student can learn how it works. Suppose single crank cylinder is there, or single acting cylinder is there. If we thoroughly or theoretically we can tell them, they will not understand. Instead of that, we can show the single acting cylinder, what is the TDC, what is the BDC, and how it works, and why single acting, non single acting, and what is the difference in between single acting and double acting. Then the technical nature, or the things fit in the student mind. So that should be the technical feasibility in terms of student point of view. तसंच कंपनीच्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू बघायला गेलं तर इट इज नॉट लाईक दॅट. ITI पर्सन ऑल्सो run the machine, correct? Engineer also run the machine. So these things both should know the technical things behind this, then it should be the feasible. नाहीतर कसं होईल, प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंटनं ITI पर्सनना दिलं टार्गेट 500 components will have to develop in a month, and purposefully the ITI person can develop less amount of the component. So many time it will happen for the new engineers. So he will not able to answer the things because he don't know the things for engineer point of view. So that's why both should know the technical things. And once we technical, because see how spring will work, how cylinder will work, that is universal truth. That should know all, and on the basis of that it can be used. अंडरस्टूड. म्हणजे काय, आता मला जर स्क्रू जॅक डिझाईन करायचं असेल, तर स्क्रू जॅकचं फंक्शन सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे की बाबा लिफ्ट आणि लोअर करतो आपण, लिफ्टिंग आणि लोअरिंगसाठी आपण वापरतो. तर त्या अकॉर्डिंगली आपल्याला त्या गोष्टी विचारात घेणं गरजेचं आहे की स्क्रूचं फंक्शन काय आहे, हाऊ वी कॅन डिफाईन द स्क्रू थिंग्स, what should be the standard parameters like M8 bolt, M12 bolt, M20 bolt. So it should not like that की कोणतरी इंजिनियर म्हणायला पाहिजे की 12.5 मेट्रिकचा बोल्ट असतो असं कधीच नसतं बिकॉज ऑफ द स्टँडर्ड नेचर. सो ही शुड ऑल्सो नो द टेक्निकल थिंग्स and if both should know, worker and engineer, then there will be the technical feasibility will occur. हे मी त्याच्यात एक्सप्लेन केलेलं and these are the few points. Now the primary task we have seen, the technical feasibility. Of course, one person cannot do the things, manpower required, some resources are there, some designers are there. Production department वाला डायरेक्ट प्रोडक्ट डेव्हलप करायला कधीच जात नाही, डिझाईन बघितलं जातं किंवा त्याच्यातले काही चेंजेस असतील तर ते केले जातात आणि अकॉर्डिंगली he has to develop the things. Now these are the main components. We have seen the manufacturing process and all that. The latest development in case of the product, earlier it was like this, the farmers are working in this way. Right now also in village areas this kind of the scenario is there. The number of people are there and they will charge some amount for a day, and likewise things are there. But right now in recent technology or development point of view, this kind of the machine will help to do the work of all the people. So this will be the new technology. This is as per the demand, or within a less time we can do the things. So likewise, the grass cutter actually this is. Now these are the various agriculture point of view I have explained here. So here solar things are also there, wind, renewable energy is also there. We can use this. I think you might have seen the machine also, so that can reduce the human effort. So now this up to this point we have covered. So I hope just I am overall scenario I told you what had I taught in last session. So I hope you get this what I have told. Satish sir, are you getting it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll have to reach our next point is measurement. Measurement is nothing but it is the condition which gives or which satisfied the things. So basically the measurements are related with the, suppose I want to decide the length of mechanism. In this case of the length, what should be the length that I should define by the designing. First thing. Second thing, past experience. Correct. On the basis of that we'll have to decide, and then we come to know. Because see, one example I'll quote here. While designing the two-wheeler, correct, so two-wheeler has some standards, width and length standard. It is not like that two-wheeler should be 6 feet length, असं काही होत नाही, कारण there is a standard, and because of that we'll have to define the things, and that comes under measurement. So every time, suppose I'll quote one example where I was working in 2010. The casting, we have prepared casting, uh, single crank casting. In that case, after development, we have to measure the things. What will be the holes sizes? What will be the distance in between two holes? What parameters are going to fit? Whether assembly should appropriate or not, and for that what errors can be there. So that comes because of the under the criteria of quality department, but it comes under the measurement point of view. So this will be the measurement basic purpose, and I have mentioned here the appropriate data will have to collect, and the measurement is helps it reflect the reality whatever be the previous product or designer define the dimension, and according to that it is develop or not. So that should be the measurement, and that is requirement for development. Now why measurement theories are required? Actually measurement theories are required. We cannot do something exceptional, unreal, we cannot do. So whatever be the things we are going to do, that for that we'll have to search the things, basic things, previous things, and on the basis of that we'll have to develop the measurement theories. Correct. You can see, I'll quote example of table here. The table which are situated in a library or reading hall, the sizes are different. The table which are situated in a lunch home or in a any function home, function room, so that sizes are different. The tables which are situated in a practical room, sizes are different. So why this? So this is according to the requirement, and as per that requirement that sizes can be defined as per the appropriate location. Now, what is measurement? We all know it is an attribute and which will perform the finding the dimensions of the object and which is suitable or not for the customer point of view. That is also important. You can see the two-wheeler example. The handles are situated in a such a way that it will create a comfortness to the human being. Correct? If suppose handle length is around 3 to 5 feet, it is not suitable. So that's why measurements are very important. Now the conclusion, you can see the what is measurement, the conclusion of the statistical analysis. Correct, it will build in reality and it is an attribute which helps to measure the things in appropriate manner. So that is measurement. And for that I think in MQC, that was the subject we have learned about that, the vernier caliper and the various devices where the least count is there. So mercury level also we have to define to the direction. So likewise measurement need to define, and through which we'll have to satisfy the need of customer. Now there are the various scales. So few I have explained. The nominal measurement म्हणजे काय, length, width, height, breadth. So that we can define. Ordinal measurement, interval measurement, ratio measurement, absolute measurement. So that again depends on application. So you can see the nominal, as I told you, height, width, that will be the nominal, and that can be easily measurable by a tape, single tape or scale. And that is important. Then ordinal means what? While defining the things, some categories are there. We'll have to define a particular height. So that will be the ordinal measurement. Suppose the boiler is running and I should maintain the boiler temperature. So for that, that measurement by thermometer, and that thermometer is again having some range, some scale. So that scale should be there. Whatever with the thermometer which we can use our to measure our body temperature, so that thermometer range is different. Correct. And in industrial point of view, as per the application, that will be the comes under ordinary scale. So there are lot many scales. Interval scales are there. Somewhat wherever necessary it can be used. That will be the interval scale, not regularly used. Ratio scale. So ratio scale means what? We'll have to define the comparative analysis of the particular object. So that will be called as a ratio scale. Correct. So these are the basic scale. And absolute scales, of course, absolute means we'll have to define the particular with some accuracy. So that will be the absolute scale. We cannot say the length of or the length of we can see in case of the particular length of the any machines, we cannot increase or decrease. We'll have to, there will be the scale and there is a requirement as per the standard, so that we called as absolute scale. While sitting on a chair, that is again absolute scale. Why? Because it depends on customer. How? See, when I am developing the chair, in that case, the chair is situated in the library or reading hall. That shape is different because it should be the comfortable. The chairs which are situated or stools which are situated in the practical hall, that is different because you will have to just spend there 2 hours, not more than that. That's why there are the stools. The chair which are required for any program, with the program for a long time, suppose 5 to 10 hours. In this case, the chairs are different. In the chairs for seminar hall, that are different. So that we comes under absolute scale, and measurement is done on the basis of a requirement of that particular application with respect to their people. Okay, so this is about the measurement theory. So somewhat I have mentioned here the implication of the measurement. So that is a necessary, and measurement is important. Of course, now kivet is the term which is it means that no error will occur. So that we called that should come in the measurement. So real world measurement we can say like this. So this is about the measurement. The question will be asked in this measurement point of view about the ratio scale or ordinary scale. With respect to that, they will ask the question in MCQ manner. Okay. So have you understood this about measurement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is just things, and uh, we are running in second chapter, second unit. We have learning the things. Now next part of the second unit. So here is the summary, why the theories are required and all that. Now next part is DFMA, that we are going to discuss over here. In case of DFMA, basically the purpose I'll tell you, DFMA is nothing but design for manufacturing and assembly. So there are the two terms, manufacturing is different, assembling is different. So we'll have to study first DFM, means design for manufacturing, and then we'll have to study DFA, design for analysis. After combining these two, we'll get the DFMA analysis. Now basically the intention behind this, to reduce the cost of the product and time while developing the things, correct? So that should be the purpose of DFMA analysis. Of course the nature is, we'll have to understand the things, we'll have to understand the assembly, we'll have to understand the design, we'll have to understand the manufacturing process, and after that we'll have to go for the implementation. After implementation, whether it is suitable or not, that should be comes after testing. So this will be overall structure for DFMA analysis. So just write down the title, DFMA analysis. So design for manufacturing and assembly techniques. So manufacturing and assembly we need to consider over here. Of course, reduce cost, reduce time, and we'll have to reduce the design process also, and through which the improvement we can get very easily. So this is about the DFMA. We'll see one by one. First of all, design for manufacturing, DFM. We'll have to learn. So DFM is nothing but it is a method of manufacturing. We'll have to discuss, or we'll have to develop the manufacturing method with respect to designer as well as a production engineer or developer or implementation. So for that, the gap is in between designer and developer is, designer should develop the things as per the appropriate design point of view, correct? Developer or manufacturer, he will have to think the process through which I can complete this component or project or assembly very easily without wasting the times. So सगळं झालं त्याच्यात मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग पॉईंट ऑफ व्ह्यू. If we think material selection is important, after that how many numbers of materials are required, what should be the requirement we'll have to place for the inventory department. Second thing, third thing, what should be the process, whether that machines are available in our custody or not, that we'll have to think, or we'll have to give this work to some another company, and again the time span we'll have to define, and so that a number of components also matter over here. So these things we'll have to consider from the manufacturing department point of view. Of course, in single line, I can say optimization of the manufacturing process, that should be done by the manufacturer. It is not like that designer has given the critical design and the manufacturer is saying a lot many things are there and the very complex component is there. It will require the time and the development is very difficult. So it should not like that. So the discussion in between R&D department, design department and production department in a such a way that it will have to optimize the manufacturing process and develop the product within a less time or less span. So that is a basic things is there. Just wait, I'll take the call. हॅलो. हां हां मॅडम. हां मी ॲड करतो लगेच, मी सरांना मेसेज टाकतोय. एक मिनिट हां, चालेल. ओके. Yes, we'll start. Huh. Now this is about the design for manufacturing. So it will breeze between the designer and manufacturer. Now, after that, the major objective of design for manufacturing is, of course, we'll have to estimate the cost overall process from start to end, from inventory or raw material to the developed product. Then it will reduce the cost of the component. How? So it can be comparable things actually. So while purchasing the things, we'll have to decide the in mass quantity we'll have to purchase, and through which we can reduce the cost. It will reduce the cost of assembly also. As I told you, manufacturing process, optimization of the manufacturing things. So we'll have to optimize which is fruitful, correct? So it will reduce the cost. It will reduce the cost of the supporting production. As I said, if suppose some machine is not available with us, so we are giving this contract to other company. So that nature also we can reduce by optimizing the process, manufacturing process. And of course the it will helps to make the decision what should be the next. So in case of that manufacturing analysis, uh, next is for a design for the assembly point of view. In case of the manufacturing, I think have you written these points? Just write down few points. Definitely I'll share this PPT, no problem. पण तुम्ही जरा हाताखालून गेलं की ते कायमचं लक्षात राहील. जस्ट राईट डाऊन द थिंग्स बिकॉज असाइनमेंटसाठी आपण आता असं काही देऊ शकत नाही. आता टाइम कमी आहे की मी मागच्या वेळेस जसं बोललो की ईच युनिट मागचे क्वेश्चन पेपर सोडवा. तर आता तेवढा वेळ नाहीये बरं का. आणि तुम्ही ते सोडवणं पण तेवढं काही एक्झाम पॉईंट ऑफ व्ह्यू अपील नाहीये. एक्झाम नीड्स MCQ बेस. सो MCQचं मी एक क्वेश्चन आयर देईनच तुम्हाला. पण इन्स्टेड ऑफ दॅट हे तुम्हाला माहीत असणं गरजेचं आहे. आणि दॅट हे जे काही लेक्चरमध्ये तुम्ही लिहाल दॅट इज युअर असाइनमेंट, अँड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दॅट आय विल गिव्ह इन सेम मार्क्स आउट ऑफ 50 जे काय असेल ते. झालं की सांगा मला.
झाले सर झाले.
Okay. Now this will be the objective. You can write.
झालं.
Okay. Now this is like, yes. Now this is designed for assembly. Now in case of the assembly, whatever with the manufacturing things are there, which are not, which should connect in a proper appropriate manner. I think you have heard about the Tata plant is here. They have developed the product, a details product, and assembly can be done in Gujarat. And many times Ashok Leyland was also same thing. The to detail parts develop here, and we'll have to that part sent to the south region, Tamil Nadu, for the assembly. So this gap can be minimized only by proper measurement or proper manufacturing the things. Suppose it should not like this. Some part I have manufactured and तिथे गेल्यावर मला कळालं की अरे ते परत करायला पाहिजे, ते होत नाही, मॅच होत नाही किंवा मेश होत नाही. तर त्या केसमध्ये सो डिझाईन फॉर मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग इतकं स्ट्रॉंग पाहिजे की ॲज पर द डिझायनर रिक्वायरमेंट विल हॅव टू डू. And in case of the assembly, the parts should easily, if we taken care for the manufacturing or developing the things, so assembly should not, it will not be difficult, it is easy. So this will be the part. In case of the assembly, I'll write, see, I have written over here, DFA is method of designing of the product for ease of assembly, of course, and optimizing the part system assembly. So DFA is a tool used to assist the designer team in design of the product that will transition to the production at a minimum cost and focusing on the number of parts, handling and ease of assembly. So it means that we'll have to, if our design for manufacturing is perfect, then for the assembly it will not that much critical. Now these are the basic differences in between DFA and DFM. Basically, it will reduce the assembly cost in case of the assembly, and same here for the manufacturing, reducing the overall part of the production, overall process of the production. So it will minimize the number of the assembly operation, of course, because of the reducing the manufacturing operation, the operations of the assembly automatically reduced. And in case of the DFM, you can see the common part which will have to consider in a primary datum. It means that the common part which is not necessary, that should be optimized. So through which we'll have to decide, through which we'll have to develop. And in case of the assembly, of course, the individual part is more complex while developing the things, though we have optimized in the manufacturing things. So there is a difficulty. So this is the basic difference actually, but both the things are very important for the development, very very important, correct. And for that, whatever be the engineers or whatever be the team is allotted for that particular DFA or DFM, that should be the that team should be look in this development, and they have to give some feedback also, and according to that the respective department will work, and through which this proper product development will occur or will develop. So somewhat similarities are there. Of course, similarity is reducing cost. It is the similarity. So as per the reduction cost, material we can reduce, correct. Overheads, the unnecessary things we can reduce, and labor cost also reduce because of the technological point of view. So these are the somewhat similarity. They are both shorten the product development cycle time. It will reduce the time or within a less time. Of course, motto was that to develop the product in a very less time. So that was the motto. And of course, the standard parts will have to use and reduce the unnecessarily cost. So these are the somewhat similarities occur in between DFMA and DFM and DFA. So you can just write down similarities. Instead of that, firstly write down differences. We must know the differences. Just write down few points. DFMA. In case of DFA, optimization of part assembly techniques. DFA. And after that, you can write the differences. Over.
No, sir. Wait for a second.
Okay.
झाले सर.
Okay. Now this will be the similarity: reduce cost, time.
झाले सर.
Okay. Now this will be the technology. The both the things will have to combine. We can say it is called as a DFMA analysis. Now additional part I have mentioned over here. A few slide I got. I thought this is important. So DFM, this manufacturing related to the assembly, we have seen. Assembly means joining of the parts with the specification, and manufacturing will have to use the process. Now DFM, same things I just read: the design for ACE of manufacture of the collection of the part that will perform the product after assembly, and the DFA is analysis related to ACE of assembly. Now six basic consideration will have to define why this DFA and DFM will have to do. Of course, for the simplicity, the we need to use the standard components, materials. We have to use the standard design. We have to specify the symbolic representation. मध्ये tolerance असतील, representation असेल, symbolic जे की जसं की circularity, concentricity, likewise. So use of the material, of course, inventory, and the collaboration with respect to manufacturing personnel. So this should be will have to consider the six consideration while DFA and DFM. So just write down this 6 point. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This benefits, first of all, of course, it will reduce the time, it will reduce the cycle time, it will reduce the cost, correct? So the few more points you can write for benefits.
झाले सर झाले.
Okay. So these are the benefits. Of course, DFMA team, it is related to the combined efforts of designer, manufacturer, production. So all should include. Now here is the technique. So basic concept, whatever we have discussed, that is mentioned in the point of block diagram. So same thing is there here. Now here is the one quote, I have quote example, I got this example. See, this will be the previous part before DFMA analysis. So the number of parts are there, and for that we'll have to maintain the assembly. So lot many things we'll have to design, then develop, and then it will get the assembly. Many times what happened, due to number of products, the chances of missing the things, missing the parts, missing the nuts, missing the screws will occur. But after using DFM and DFA, manufacturing and assembly, so this product was after DFMA, you can see it will reduce the size as well as the number of components. Previously you can see over here, and this is the number of component which can be reduced, and easily we can assemble the things. So that is the basic difference in between after and before DFMA. So this example I got from research paper, one of the research paper. That's why I have quoted over here. So I hope you understood about this DFMA. Now, in additional point, I have mentioned over here the comparison between first and before and after. So no need to read from my end. So I hope you understood this. So DFMA related आपल्याला क्वेश्चन येतील MCQs ला. तर या रिलेटेड कळालं का तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना?
Yes sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
ओके, ठीक आहे. चल, आणि लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिस सेकंड युनिट इज रोबस्ट डिझाइन. Robust design is nothing but the design which will sustain for long time with great quality or better quality. So can anybody tell me what is robust design from your point of view, so that we'll discuss? Robust design कुणाला सांगता येईल?
Yeah sir, as you told, it is sustainable for over longer time span,
Correct.
and it is easy to maintain,
Hmm.
and uh, its breakdown chances will be merely less,
Correct.
very less.
Correct. Basically, robot design motto is that robust design. The robust means, as sir said, that we'll have to use for long time with great quality. That's it. That is the design. You can take an example of two-wheeler. As I told you many times, two-wheeler it has having lifespan of 15 year, 1 5. Correct. After 15 year, that design is not up to the mark, so it will create a problem. So ते झालं त्याचं रोबस्ट नेचर त्या पर्टिक्युलर टू व्हीलर किंवा यू कॅन यूज अ लिफ्ट द पर्टिक्युलर नेचर आहे त्याचं किंवा 2 वर्ष 3 वर्ष त्याचं असेल मेंटेनन्स करायची गरज पडणार नाही सो दॅट विल बी कॉल्ड एज अ रोबस्ट डिझाइन in case of the cycle bikes we have seen right now Enfield Royal Enfields also in olden era that is max max number was like this max 23667 so that is called as a robust design so that parts are sustain the things for long time with quality so it is not like that every parts are working like this understood म्हणजे काय समजा टू व्हीलरचं जर मी म्हणत असेल 15 इयर लाईफ असेल तर प्रत्येक टू व्हीलरची 15 वर्ष जाईल हे नाही सांगता येत लॉट मेनी थिंग्स आर देअर वाय बिकॉज सी द ॲक्सिडेंट मॅटर्स सम वॉट क्रॅश ऑल्सो मॅटर so the engine problem will matter so that we called as a overall structure now in this two wheeler we can say the robust design it will the chassis it has having some the steel parts that is having a robust thing but rest things will have to maintain properly then and then it will work for long time so this we called as a low robust design so here I have mentioned the things the robust design basically customers will pay for increased quality if your designer is properly robust then the quality matters and if the quality matters the customer should be purchased very easily it should not like this it is more costly so that's why I have mentioned second statement customers will be loyal for increasing quality of course quality वाढली म्हणजे काय cost पण automatically वाढणार so likewise things are there so robust design few points I have mentioned of course for maintaining this robust design we'll have to maintain the plan we have to decide the concept we have to design the parameters various optimization techniques we'll have to use testing केलं पाहिजे त्याचं proper after manufacturing and then come to the conclusion it's valid and okay go for selling so that we basically chain for the robust design so I hope you can just write down this block diagram only for robust design that will clear हॅलो हा अरे पंकज मी काय म्हणत होतो ते कंपनीचा अप्रोच केलास का तू ते मागच्या वेळी दिलेले का हा बर किती पेमेंट देतात अरे ऐक ना तू आता तुम्ही मला तुमच्या लोकांचं कळत नाही तुम्ही ते आर्किटेक्चरल जॉब कसं काय म्हणताय जरी तो सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये असेल काय तरी तुला शेवटी मनी मॅटर्स ना पेमेंट देतात ना 25 ते 30 हजार ठीक आहे ना सांगतील आपला स्टुडंट आहे तो काय सांगतील ते पण तू पण पाठवून ठेव असं म्हणतोय मी काय बिघडत नाही बघ लक्षात घे ते तू इंजिनियरच राहतो ते काय तुला आयटीआय ची कामं देणार आहेत का मग तू कशाला विचार करला लोकांना इथे जॉब नाही आणि तुम्ही इथे चॉईसेस मागत बसलाय कारण कसं आहे माहितीये का अरे सिच्युएशन वर्स्ट आहे मागच्या बॅचची पासआउट झालेले नाही जॉब अजून तर ते एक बघ आणि मी काल एक मेसेज पाठवलेलं बघितलंस का तू तर त्याचं मला त्याचं काय म्हणणं आहे रिझ्यूम पाठव तर मला व्हॉट्सअप कर रिझ्यूम मी त्याला सेंड करतो ARI चांगली कंपनी आहे ती ठीक आहे व्यवस्थित पाठव रिझ्यूम व्यवस्थित इंडिकेट झाला पाहिजे इंटरव्ह्यूला बोलवतील असं पाठव चल ओके ठीक ओके डन
Yes, sir. Yes.
ओके So this is basically robust design. Now here is the basically Taguchi approach and goal post. These are the two approaches, and for which we'll have to decide. See, the Taguchi approach generally it is related with the nominal value and cost. You can see first diagram is related with the goalpost. Goalpost ला म्हणजे काय? As per the decided we'll have to move. So आपण डायरेक्टली कन्क्लुजनला किंवा डेव्हलपमेंटला जात नाही. तिथं प्रोसिजर आहे, म्हणजे मला डेव्हलपमेंटसाठी विचार करायला लागेल. स्ट्रेट लाईन आली कॉन्स्टंट, म्हणजे तिथं काय आपली इम्प्रूव्हमेंट होणार नाही. मग पुढे वर इन्क्रीमेंट होईल का डिक्रीमेंट होईल, दॅट डिपेंड्स ऑन द मार्केट सर्वे किंवा मार्केट ॲनालिसिस. पण in case of the Taguchi point of view, it is necessary that it will have to the curve is always should be fluctuate. Either it goes down, but after some time it will raise. So that will be the nominal value. So here I just want to tell you goal base जे काही डेव्हलपमेंट असतं त्याला वेळ लागतो, करेक्ट. आणि जर आपण प्रॉपर सिस्टमॅटिक अप्रोच घेऊन जर उतरलो तर त्या गोष्टी चेंजेस होत जातात. व्हेरिएशन इन द डेव्हलपमेंट अँड through which we can decide or will get the benefit. So these are the things, and it is related with the as I told you, it is related with the methods of the robust design, correct. So जसं मी सांगितलं टू व्हीलरची लाईफ, तर ते इट कम्स अंडर ऑफकोर्स द स्टँडर्ड पार्ट्स which are in the market, it comes under Taguchi approach. So Taguchi, what is he has suggested? Taguchi suggested within a less time with greater quality we'll have to use for component for long time. So that will be the thing. Now this will be the robust design. So few points are there. This is just a slide related to noise and vibration analysis. They have mentioned the noise and things, but basic intention behind the robust analysis is of course the product should be the from the raw material point of view to end user point of view. We'll have to decide the robust nature of the particular component. So you can write this few point about the robust, and here we have ended with unit number 2. Just write down the things. Oh या की सर, लेक्चर चालू आहे आमचं. तुम्ही आहे ना इथं? झालं की येतो तुम्ही. नाही आला काय? मी पण इथं आठवड्यात नाही एकदा येतो. कुठं आणू यार, ते काय ते मला ते बाबू बसून नाही म्हणते. मी बोलू का? येतो. मला म्हणते ते तुम्ही 8 दिवस काय केलं सांग. तुम्ही काय केलं म्हणा. अरे खरं सांगतो, खरंच वेळ नाही. आता परवा मीटिंगला काय म्हणले साहेब, बाकी काही करायचं नाही, बाकी काही करायचं नाही, ही करायचं. ती उद्या चालते, परवा बी चालते, 13वा बी चालते भाऊ म्हणतात. आपण मग मी गोडशेला बी बोल, गोडशेचा लगेच फोन आला मला की सर बाकीच काहीच करू तिथं पण प्रोजेक्ट ओरल घेऊ ना. हा तुम्ही तिथं. मग मी ठरवलं आता आज ऑडिट आहे आमचं डिपार्टमेंट. अरे तर ह्यांचं कसं आहे, त्यांचा जीव अडकलाय, त्यांना आउटपुट दाखवू शकत नाही ना. ते त्यांना कॉलिंग नाहीये, हा त्यांना काहीच नाहीये. ते 5ला जातात, त्यांनी सांगितलं की आउटपुट दाखव आणि आपण द्यायच नाही. बस बोंबलं. बघू दे ना तेच ते त्याच्या लेवल. तुम्ही इग्नोर करा असं मला वाटतंय, पण मी तर इग्नोर करतोय. अन्यसेच त्रास होणार राहुल सर. झालं का? मी येतो. हो
Great, sir.
okay. Now few point I will have to discuss with you. Basically I have sent the guide list, आणि तुम्हाला बऱ्यापैकी जे काही रेग्युलर मेंबर आहेत त्यांना मी, माझ्याकडे आता गुजर हितेश आहे आणि सर आहेत सतीश सर. बाकीचे सागर आहे किंवा प्रतीक्षा आहे. प्रतीक्षांना मी मॅडम दिलेले आहेत, म्हणजे ते कम्फर्टेबल होईल. तर मी जे काही लिस्ट पाठवले, तुम्ही गाईडला कॉन्टॅक्ट केला का? मला गाईडचे रिप्लाय आले, मुलं कॉन्टॅक्ट करत नाहीत. कसं आहे स्टेटस तुमचा?
सर मी आता सिनॉप्सिस वरती. हॅलो,
हां बोला बोला सतीश सर.
तर सिनॉप्सिस वरती काम करतोय प्रोजेक्टचं, तर व्हॅलिड आहे की नाही सांगा. आणि मी ते पीपीटी पण काय केलेले आहेत ते उद्या परवा पाठवून देतो तुम्हाला सेमिनारसाठी.
हां चालेल. कारण माझ्याशी कम्युनिकेशन झालंच नाही तुमचं आय थिंक. आणि माझं पॉईंट ऑफ व्ह्यू कसं आहे माहिती आहे का सर, मला मी सगळ्यांना सांगतो लिटरली अजिबात वेळ नाही. म्हणजे तुमचा जेव्हा फोन येईल तेव्हा आम्ही अटेंड करू, पण असं वेळ काढून होतच नाही बरं का. म्हणजे तुम्हाला मी मागच्या वेळी पण बोललो, इवन बरंच कामं चालू आहेत. सतीश सर,
हा येस सर
तर
करतो मी ते
तुम्ही
2
मला
दिवसात
2 दिवसात पाठवा, सो दॅट मला करेक्शन देता येईल आणि तुम्हाला ते वेळेत पण कंप्लीट करता येईल. हितेश, तुझं काय आहे स्टेटस? तू मला फक्त एकदा फोन केलास, परत काय त्याच्यावर काम झालं नाही.
सर मी एक रिपोर्ट तयार करतोय.
नाही नाही नाही, ऐक ना, रिपोर्ट ही
हा
नेक्स्ट थिंग आहे. पहिली
का?
प्रायर थिंग आहे तुझा सब्जेक्ट, तुझा
हा
लिटरेचर
तो
स्टडी. तो
तो
मला
झाला सर.
तो जे काय आहे मला पाठव ना, मला तुला सजेशन देता येईल. तू
ओके सर.
ब्लाइंडली कुठल्या तरी डायरेक्शनमध्ये जाऊ नको. एक्सटर्नल, आता मी तुम्हाला जसं मागच्या वेळी बोललो, आपल्याकडे आहे वेळ कमी. युनिव्हर्सिटीच्या गाईडलाईन आले की आपल्याला ॲक्शन घ्यायला लागेल. आता फॉर्मचं त्यांनी डेट सुटले, ते फॉर्म भरून घ्या. आणि फॉर्म भरल्यावर ते रीतसर काय म्हणणार, फॉर्मच्या दुसऱ्या दिवशी डेडलाईनला गेली की लगेच ते म्हणणार पुढचं करा. कारण आता मागच्या वेळीसारखं फॉर्म भरायला वेळ देणार नाहीत. पोरं सेटल झालेत, फर्स्ट इयर त्यांचं झाले ऑलमोस्ट. तर त्यामुळं तुम्ही त्या पॉईंट ऑफ व्ह्यू चाला, असं मला म्हणायचं आहे. प्रतीक्षा, तुम्ही आडेवार मॅडमला भेटला का?
सर नाही भेटले, पण कॉल करेन.
नाही
म्हणजे
नाही,
एकदा
कॉल
बोलणं
करा.
झालं मॅमचं.
नाही नाही, त्यांच्याशी बोलून घ्या. कारण कसं आहे माहिती आहे का, उद्या जर तुमचा एक्सटर्नलला गाईड जर म्हणला हा मुलगा माझ्याकडे आलाच नाही आणि माझं नाही, मला माहीत पण नाही याचा टॉपिक, तर तुमची ओरल कॅन्सल होते बरं का. म्हणजे मी तुम्हाला स्पष्ट सांगतो, त्या केसमध्ये मी पण वाचवू नाही शकणार तुम्हाला, कळते. तर ॲटलिस्ट अल्टरनेट डेजना कॉल करून त्यांना मी म्हणतोय त्यांच्या मागं लागा. प्रत्येक फॅकल्टी हा बिझी आहे. तुम्हाला असं कोण भेटणार नाही की बाळा काय झालं तुझं, कुठंपर्यंत आलायस, नाही वेळ. तुम्ही तुमच्या एंडला तुम्ही ते समजून घ्या आणि तुम्ही त्या गाईडला अप्रोच करा. म्हणजे ते इनपुट्स देतील, त्याच्याप्रमाणे आपल्याला ओरलला मदत होईल. सागर, तू भेटलास का रे? सागर, आर यू देअर? ठीक आहे. हे बघा, तर मला अशी रिक्वेस्ट असेल माझी, सगळ्यांनी ते अप्रोच करा. आणि लॅब प्रॅक्टिस 2चं सतीश सर काय स्टेटस आहे?
मॅडम टीचिंग करताय गुजर मॅडम.
बरं, त्याची ओरल आहे बरं
त्याच्यावर
का. मी त्यांना
हा
इन्स्ट्रक्शन पण दिलेत. जे काय असेल ते तुमच्या एंडला, आणि तुम्ही त्यांच्याशी हे करून त्यांना विचारून घ्या ओरलला मॅडम कसं विचारणार, काय आम्ही शेअर स्क्रीन करायची आहे का नाही करायची, या सगळ्या गोष्टी, त्यांचे डाऊट तुमचे जे काय आहेत. असं व्हायला नको की उद्या 11th आवरला आपल्याला काही येणार नाही मुलाला. तर ते बघा, आता तुम्ही त्यांना विचारा आणि काय अडचण असेल तर मला सांगा.
मॅडम
आणि
बोलले की मी एक मॅन्युअल देईन आणि ते मॅन्युअल तुम्ही रीड केलं तरी तुम्हाला मोस्ट ऑफ द आन्सर्स देता येईल.
ठीक आहे, मॅन्युअलच्या साठी मागं लागा त्यांच्या.
हा
मॅन्युअलसाठी त्यांना मेसेज करत चला ग्रुपवर, कारण त्याशिवाय होणार नाही. दुसरी एक मला गोष्ट बोला. दुसरी एक गोष्ट बोलायची होती मला. इलेक्टिव्हचं काय स्टेटस आहे? इलेक्टिव्ह संपला का रे?
येस सर,
हो
ओव्हर
सर.
झालं.
किती युनिट झाले त्याचे?
3
तिन्ही
युनिट
मॉड्यूल
झाले सर.
झाले सर.
ओके, ठीक आहे, काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही. कोण आहेत स्टाफ इलेक्टिव्हचे? मी विसरलो आता, दोन्ही पण आहे
आशिष
माझ्याकडे.
सर,
गंदीगुडे
आशिष सर आहेत.
ओके,
गंदीगुडे सर.
ठीक आहे, गंडीगुडे सर आहेत, नो प्रॉब्लेम. हां, मग ठीक आहे, चालेल. तर या पद्धतीने कामं आहे. आणि मोस्टली तुम्ही मी तुम्हाला किंवा प्रत्येक फॅकल्टी तुम्हाला MCQs देईलच, पण तुम्ही पण थोडं तुमच्या एंडला जरा सर्च करून वेळ असेल तर प्रत्येक चॅप्टरचं डायरेक्ट नाव टाकायचं गुगलवर आणि MCQs म्हणायचे वेगवेगळ्या युनिव्हर्सिटीच्या. म्हणजे पूर्ण चेन्नई अण्णा युनिव्हर्सिटीपासून इकडं नॉर्थच्या युनिव्हर्सिटीपर्यंतचे सगळे डेटा येतात. तर ते एकदा कलेक्ट करा, असा प्रयत्न करा आणि मला सेंड करा. मी तुम्हाला अरेंज करून देईन, ऑर एल्स रिस्पेक्टिव्ह फॅकल्टीला सेंड करा, ते अरेंज करून देतील. अशा पद्धतीने काम चालू दे, 2 वे कम्युनिकेशन होऊ दे. कारण एक लक्षात घ्या, तुमची जी एक्झाम होणार आहे ती होणार आहे MCQs. आणि MCQs काय असे लाईन बाय लाईन बुकमधून उतरणार नाही आहेत कोणच. everyone use the smart work that is Google. सो आपण त्यांच्या 2 स्टेप पुढे राहू. तुमच्या एंडला सर्च राहू दे, स्टाफच्या एंडला सर्च राहील. दोघांचं एक कंबायनेशन करा आणि एक PDF जारी करा, संपला विषय. त्याच्या बाहेरचं काही येणार नाही. अशा पद्धतीने तुमचं काम चालू दे, तर त्याचा बेनिफिट होईल. सतीश सर.
येस सर, येस सर.
चालेल, या पॉईंट ऑफ व्ह्यू आपण करू आणि पुढच्या लेक्चर पासून आपण युनिट नंबर 3 हा स्टार्ट करू. सो दॅट आपली जी बेअर मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट आहे त्यांची की 3 युनिट पाहिजेत, तर त्या पद्धतीने आपण त्याला ओव्हरटेक करू. त्याच्यात काय अडचण येणार नाही. पण माझी अशी रिक्वेस्ट आहे की गाईडच्या मागे लागा बरं का. कारण मी फॅकल्टी आहे, गाईड फॅकल्टी आहेत, सगळे बिझी आहेत. तर ते असं होणार नाही की बाबा ते तुम्हाला कॉल करतील. मी परत एकदा सांगतोय, याच्यात तुम्ही कुठलाही इगो आणू नका. ऑफकोर्स वी ऑल आर स्टुडंट्स. ठीक आहे, की मी सरांना कॉल करू किंवा सर मला कॉल केले पाहिजे, तर तसं काही गरजेचं नाही. ओपन हार्टेडली आपण राहू आणि 2 वर्षात आपलं व्यवस्थित सगळं होईल. आणि अनफॉर्च्युनेटली तुमचं 6 महिने ऑटोमॅटिकली SPPU न वाचवलेत, लक्षात घ्या. तर त्यामुळं अडचण काही येणार नाही. तुमच्या एंडला तुम्ही ते कम्युनिकेट करून PPTs आणि जे काही रिपोर्ट आहे ते विषय संपवून घ्या. चालेल, आपण थांबूया इथं.
सर एक
Yes.
फॉर्म भरताना तिकडे एक्झाम फॉर्म भरताना पॅटर्न टाईपला जाऊन अटकतंय तिकडे. म्हणजे तिकडे पॅटर्न टाईप ब्लँक येतोय. मी बघितलं मोझिला फायरफॉक्स वरून पण करून बघितलं, क्रोम
आणि
वरून
Chrome.
पण करून बघितलं.
ठीक आहे, काहीच प्रॉब्लेम. मी इश्यू रेस करतो इथं. फक्त दुसरी एक गोष्ट मला म्हणायची, मी विसरलो. काय प्रॉब्लेम येणार नाही. हे का एक्झाम फॉर्म आता सडनली ह्यांनी चालू केले आणि युनिव्हर्सिटीचा कायमचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे, ते काहीतरी हे करत असतात. तर तुम्ही आता काय करा सतीश सर, मी आपल्या ग्रुपवर शिंदे सरांचा नंबर सेंड केलाय, बघितला का तुम्ही?
नाही बघितलं मी ते, म्हणजे लक्ष नाही गेलं.
बरं, ठीक आहे. मी परत एकदा तुम्हाला ग्रुपवर शिंदे सरांचा नंबर टाकतो. ते एक्झामचे हेड आहेत आपल्या पूर्ण कॉलेजचे. आपला कुठे तर त्यांना बिनधास्त कॉल करायचा, सर असे प्रॉब्लेम येतात, तर काय करता येईल.
ओके. हितेशने वगैरे ट्राय केलं का?
हितेश, तुझं काय स्टेटस?
नाही सर, अजून मी ओपन नाही केला फॉर्म.
बरं, ठीक आहे. मी तुम्हाला पाठवतो नंबर, ग्रुपवर शेअर करतो. ठीक आहे, त्यांना एकदा
चालेल.
कॉन्टॅक्ट करा.
चालेल सर, चालेल.
सर तुम्ही बोललेला ना हे रिपोर्ट किंवा PPT चे आहे तर डेमो जरा सेंड करा ना आणखी.
ओके. हा, ते मी तुला फोन करायला सांगितलेलं मी.
हा सर, पण काय
सर,
कॉन्टॅक्ट नाही झालं.
बरं ठीक आहे, मी आज करतो.
म्हणजे जस्ट एक ओव्हरव्ह्यू साठी टाका ना.
हो, आज करतो मी. एक तुम्हाला PPT सॅम्पल PPT आणि रिपोर्ट मी तुम्हाला पाठवतो सगळ्यांनाच ग्रुपवर.
तयार करता येईल ना सर?
चालेल. पण पॉईंट्स तेच राहतील ना, मी जे सांगितलेत ते सिक्वेन्शियली पॉईंट तेच असणार. मोरओव्हर त्याच्या बाहेर काही जाऊ नका तुम्ही. या पद्धतीने चालू ठेवा आणि एक मी सॅम्पल पाठवतो तुम्हाला.
ओके,
ठीक आहे. शॅल वी स्टॉप हिअर सतीश सर?
येस